Welcome back to No Filter Auto. Today, we are not exploring a car built for a road, or even for a race. We are entering a static thought, a sculpture of pure hypothesis that became the most radical business card in automotive history. Forget what you know about form and function. This is the Lancia Stratos HF Zero. Not a prototype. A proclamation. Let's set the moment. It's the 1970 Turin Motor Show, 1970. The world is dizzy with space race optimism and wild design. In the Bertone stand, under the lights, sits a Wedge. An utter, absolute Wedge. At just 33 inches tall, the height of a standard office desk, it isn't so much a car as it is a blade pressed to the throat of convention. The Stratos HF Zero. It looks less like a vehicle and more like the stealth fighter that time forgot. The immediate, jaw-dropping hook is its sheer physical impossibility. How do you get in? There is no door. The entire forward section of the body, the windshield and roof, lifts as one single piece with a hydraulic sigh, revealing a cabin you don't so much sit in as wear. You climb over the sill and slide down into a recumbent position, your legs stretching almost straight ahead onto the impossibly low dash. The steering wheel is a flattened, rectangular yoke. The view forward is through a narrow, letterbox slit. It is the most immersive, most focused driver's environment ever conceived, reducing the outside world to a mere strip of asphalt. For a driver who craves a contained, singular, and cockpit-precise experience, this was the ultimate sensory bod. But here's the no-filter truth behind this rolling sculpture. This was Lancia's audacious preview, a concept so extreme it was meant to shock the Stratos rally legend into existence. Under that impossibly low hood lay a mere 1.6-litre V4 from the Lancia Fulvia. It was not about power, it had about 115 horsepower. It was about message. The message was, this is the future of the rally car. This is the shape of speed. Its function was not to win races, but to win minds, to prepare the world for the brutal, mid-engine Stratos Stradale that would soon dominate the World Rally Championship. Let's talk about the reality of its design language. That Wedge. Every line, every angle, was dictated by the wind tunnel. The pop-up headlights were mere slits when retracted. The rear was a sheer, vertical cliff face. It had no rear window, the driver used side mirrors and presumably, pure faith. It was aerodynamic theory made manifest, a study in reducing frontal area to zero. It was brutally, mathematically beautiful. Now, the unfiltered practicality check, or complete lack thereof. Visibility was a theoretical concept. Getting in and out was a public performance of gymnastics. The cabin was claustrophobic. It was, by any sane measure, utterly undrivable in the real world. A speed bump was its kryptonite. A multi-story parking garage, its impassable fortress. It existed solely for the smooth concrete of the show stand and the curves of the autostrada in the collective imagination. It was a museum piece from the day it was born. So, the no-filter comparison. What was its rival? Not another car. Its rival was every other concept car at Turin. It was up against other dreams. And it annihilated them. It didn't compete on horsepower or practicality, it competed on purity of vision. Next to the Stratos HF Zero, even the wildest Lamborghini Countach prototype looked almost conservative. It was the ultimate example of a concept car doing its only job perfectly, burning an image so fiercely into the public's mind that it changes the trajectory of a brand forever. The legacy of the Stratos HF Zero is not found in production numbers, only one was ever built. Its legacy is the shadow it cast. You see its DNA in every extreme wedge of the 70s and 80s, from the DeLorean to the Ferrari Testarossa. It was the ultimate piece of automotive performance art, a statement that the most important race isn't always on Sunday, sometimes, it's won on Tuesday, on a show stand in Turin, with a car you can't even sit in without a manual. The Lancia Stratos HF Zero stands as a monument to uncompromised vision. It reminds us that the future must first be imagined in its most extreme, impossible form before it can be tamed into reality. It wasn't a car. It was a diagram of ambition. If this kind of ruthless conceptual genius fuels your imagination, hit subscribe to No Filter Auto. Debated in the comments, is the Stratos HF Zero the greatest concept car of all time, or just the coolest looking prison cell on wheels?